For this cable hip sequence, all we're going to be doing is using a cable to load our hip in 3 dimensions, or 2 dimensions, probably more accurately. Okay, so for this sequence, you're just going to set up using an ankle strap attached to a cable machine. If you don't have an ankle strap or a cable machine, then you could just do this with a light band. That will work just as well. If you don't have a band, then you could still do this without any resistance at all. You're just obviously not going to get as much work through the muscles. So very simply, all we're going to work with is first movement, hip flexions. I'm going to stand on my left leg right now. The cable is kind of pulling my leg out behind me, but not so much that I kind of pulls me into this big arching of my back, just enough that my leg is an extension behind me. And then I'm going to pull up into flexion. And we're just going to move from hip extension to hip flexion and do as many reps there as I tell you to. Then we can move into hip adduction, where I'm going to turn side on. I'm going to sort of bend over a little bit to create some space for my leg to now pass across my body and work through hip adduction, resisted by the cable. Then I can turn the opposite direction, and we're going to work through hip abduction, same thing, let the leg come across the body and move out. Working the side of the hip now. And then finally we can finish on some hip extensions, where I'm going to lean forward and I'm going to extend my leg out behind me and do hip extensions, working the glute straight back like that.